G'day guys, it's early in the morning, that's why I'm like this, but as you can see the blue shirt's back on and I'm ready to go. So it's Bristol Rovers in a friendly today, based on yesterday's friendly of 6-1, and the team, I don't know what to expect. I expect more first team players than there was yesterday, but I don't know what score to expect. Friendlies, you can't really predict them. I'll give it a go and say we'll win 3-1. I have a whole team sheet based on last game with all of my marks for all the players. So after this game, I'm going to do a review of the friendlies, then do a vlog at the Brighton game, and then we're on to the season. Keep right on.
Come on, Lee! Come on, Lee, son! You're in the middle of that goal! Leslie! Go, bro! We are slowing up, so we are slowing up! What you choose,
These sunglasses were not required, it was not too sunny. And now we've just got back in the car and it's torrential downpour outside. But we had a good day. So, time to talk about the friendly. So, we won 2-1. Goal by Duke. Don't know who scored their goal. And goal by Pedersen. All round was an okay performance. You could tell it was a pre-season friendly. It wasn't quite like yesterday's game where you couldn't really tell that was a pre-season friendly. They were all giving their all and it's like, we need the goals for goal difference kind of thing, the way they were going yesterday. But today it was more of a chillax kind of, with first team players. We don't need to show off anything. But I think some of them may be shocked in the future, as I agree with the formation we played today, but not all the players that we played today. Let's go from back to front. In goal, today we had Camp. Camp had about 3 saves to make, saved 2 of them, and 1 went in. The goal, he should have stopped. He made 1 very good save in the bottom corner. And he played all round pretty well. But I would still say Stockdale, from his performances so far in pre-season, would be the better choice. Now, onto the back 3. Today we had, I've got to remember the team now, Pedersen, who I thought played very well at centre-back, and he's developing as a very good centre-back. He's developing his right foot. You can see he's beginning to play a bit more with his right foot and pass the ball out with his right foot and control it and tackle. And beginning to tackle on his feet, which is a huge positive, as last year, one of my big negatives for Christian Pedersen was the fact that he tackled a lot, sliding, and the players got round him and past him and put the ball in, and it ended in a goal. Then we have Harley Dean. Harley Dean's Harley Dean. He played quite well. I couldn't see much for their goal, so I can't really say whether it was a good or bad or what. had a poll right in front of me, as you guys will have seen. All I can say is I thought this should have been saved. Mark Roberts was okay. I think that's most likely to be the three that start the season at the back at this point. But I would kind of expect us to try and start another centre-half to possibly play there. So then we're on to wing-backs. On the one side, we had Seddon. On the other side, we had Colin. First, we will talk about Colin. Colin played really well going back and forth. He put in some good tackles. He put some good balls in. He put some good passes in. He played all round quite well. On the other side, we had Seddon. Seddon played quite well as well also. He didn't play as well as his past games, and he didn't fully show off his talents today, as they weren't really using the left and they were going a lot more down the middle because of the way the front three were set up. But it's how it goes. You either get it or you don't, and we were playing a lot more down the middle today, which is a bit of an issue, really, with the formation that we play. If we're playing two wing-backs, you probably want to play down the wings a bit more than we did today. Defensive midfielders, centre midfielders, were Gardner and Davis. Gary Gardner had an okay performance. He wasn't spectacular. He wasn't useless. He could have shown more than he did. He could have progressed and showed more talent than he did. He could have passed it more than he did. He could have made mistakes, though, so he's not at fault for much. David Davis. I think he had a shocker. He had a stinker of a performance. He was quite a lot like his performances at the other preseason game where he gave away that goal. He was still sloppy. He still wasn't passing it properly. He was mispassing it. Wasn't playing it to our players' feet. Messing around with the ball, giving it away for them to attack. And we can't be dealing with that during the season. We desperately need another centre or midfielder. If Kiftambald's still going to be out for a few months at the start of the season, we could desperately do with another midfielder to play with Gardner. Then we have attacking midfielder. Today was Umrabti. I don't think he's good enough, but if we're going to play this formation, I think it's pretty certain that Crowley would end up playing there. We also have Magoma, who hasn't been at pre-season at all, who could also probably play that role. So you do have other players that could play that role, but I do not think Umrabti has shown a lot in this pre-season. Today, he threw a few nice touches in the second half. He was shocking in the first half, continually giving away the ball. So this is issues that need to be looked at by the team. Then up front, we had Juki and Odin Bailey. Juki, I thought, had quite a good game. He scored a nice goal. He played a few nice passes with his feet. He did fall down quite a bit today and gave away the ball a couple of times. But he gave a nice header. Probably should have scored that one chance, but there was 3 men on him. But at the end of the day, pre-season, he did show that he still had it. And Odin Bailey, I think he had an incredible performance today. And he certainly showed his talent off to a club like Bristol Rovers, the kind of club he possibly will end up being loaned out to this season. I think he's good enough for a League One club at the moment. I don't think he's quite Championship level, but he is a huge talent for the future. Hopefully we can loan him out for a year and then he'll become first team, kind of. He played very well today. He showed his talents. He showed his good touches. He showed a few decent passes. That ball across to Duke that Duke headed in, that second goal was absolutely spectacular. He could not have positioned that cross any better. He could possibly even get on our bench, I would say, at the current moment with the squad how it is. He certainly deserves to be at least looked at as a potential for the squad. Juki, as I said, did quite well. Off the bench, now I'm trying to remember who came off the bench. I can remember Lakin and Bellingham. I can't remember anyone else. There may have been someone else come off the bench, but they clearly didn't stick with my head. Lakin came on with like 2 minutes left, so he's very hard to judge in the game. He's the kind of player that would end up with a 6 because he didn't play long enough. And Bellingham, I thought, showed some very superb touches, some great skill, some great turns on the ball, some great passing. Possibly not got the full strength yet of a player, needing more strength in his shoulders, in his top arms, to be able to muscle a player away and get that shot away, get that chance that he gets. Because there was twice he got through. Once he looked at having a shot, clearly was going to swing at it, stopped and ran through players and tried to get past them. Got past 3 of them, and then another one muscled him off the ball. And there was another one where he tried to run past, did a spin, got past a few players, and then 2 of them pushed him, kind of. The goalie went and picked up the ball. So he definitely showed some huge talent. Just needs a little bit of strength, a little bit of passion. Like, if he fully showed the thoughts of, yeah, like Duke did today, he had that one shot from the edge of the box, which is very well saved by the keeper. If Bellingham would have done that shot in the position he did, I have a feeling it would have hit the back of the net. He does not have the full confidence within himself to have that shot and put that shot in the back of the net. This is an issue with a player, but it's the kind of thing, give it 2 months training with James Beattie, he probably will have changed and have him having those shots from those positions, muscling players off a bit. And now he's in the first team, he'll get more strength training and more persistence training and higher class training than he probably did in the under-23s. So with today, I think it was a great performance. I think they showed off some talents. I think they showed some weaknesses that could possibly be looked into by Pep. And it was a perfect pre-season match, really. A pre-season match where you can see the positives, you can see the negatives. It's exactly what a pre-season match is there for you to do. It's there for you to see, all right, we've got a couple of weeks left. These are where I want my signings. I need to sign this, 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 and this to upgrade this team to be able to be here. I would say give us 2 to 3 more signings, possibly a forward player as a striker, because obviously we only have Duke and Vassell. A central midfielder and a centre-half. This squad could be upper mid-table again. Probably where I put us last season, 12th, 13th kind of place. I think we could push there. If we can sign another player on top of that, if these players could be push on, possibly on the edge of playoffs, but I don't think we'll quite get to the playoffs this season. This is a good team. Will be incredibly vital getting goals. 7 goals, 2 games, 2 goals conceded. 7 different goal scorers. 6 different goal scorers, I think. Actually, no, we have had 8 goals, 7 goal scorers. That's the one. But yeah, whoever says we don't have goal scorers, we certainly do. Keep right on, guys. I'll be doing a vlog at the first pre-season match, and the last pre-season match before the first game of the season. Can tell I've been out today. And I will also be doing a review after this, between those 2 games, of our pre-season so far, what we can look for, and then possibly 2 to 3 games into the season, looking at what has been done, what we've signed, and who I think will be where in a league table. Now, those are the things you guys have to look forward to. I am in a championship fantasy group, fantasy football. It's in the Football Hub. If you put into the championship one and you put in 1509, you can join my league with other people. We've got, I think, 8 people in there at the current moment, but we're growing by the day. So if you join Football Hub, I think it's called, 1509 is the league. Keep right on, guys. Just checked, it's Fantasy Hub, not Football Hub, so ignore the Football Hub. Fantasy Hub 1509. See you guys there. Let's get some Blues representatives in this league and take over.